Bruce Lee became a martial arts icon. He was just a spirited teenager growing up in Hong Kong. His teen years were marked by restlessness, energy, and a rebellious attitude. At that time, the streets of Hong Kong were rough, filled with gangs, and young Bruce often found himself in the middle of fights. Bruce's small frame and quick temper meant that he had to defend himself often. He wasn't afraid to stand up against bullies or street thugs, but his fighting style back then was raw and unrefined. He relied more on his speed, courage, and natural instincts than on structured training. These frequent brawls earned him a reputation on the streets. Some admired him, while others feared him. His parents became increasingly concerned. His mother, Grace Ho, worried that Bruce's street fighting would bring him trouble with the law, or even worse, with dangerous gangs. His father, Lee Hoi-chen, recognized that Bruce needed discipline. It was during this turbulent time that Bruce was introduced to Wing Chun under Yip Man, hoping that martial arts would give him both skill and self-control. Ironically, Bruce's street fights became his classroom. Every fight was a test where he learned what worked and what failed. When he began training under Yip Man and later with Wang Shunliang, Bruce started to apply martial arts techniques to real combat situations. He discovered that martial arts wasn't just about fighting, it was about self-mastery, discipline, and control. His teenage years on the streets of Hong Kong were filled with mistakes, lessons, and hard-won wisdom. Without those early fights, Bruce might never have developed the hunger to refine his skills or the determination to rise above chaos. The streets toughened him, martial arts disciplined him, and together they shaped the foundation of the legend who would later change martial arts forever. Bruce Lee's teenage years in Hong Kong were a turning point in his life, marked by energy, rebellion, and countless street fights. Before he became a martial arts master and global icon, Bruce was known on the streets as a fearless fighter who wouldn't back down from anyone. Growing up in Hong Kong's tough streets. In the late 1940s and 1950s, Hong Kong was a crowded and sometimes dangerous place for young people. Street gangs controlled neighborhoods, and fights often broke out among teenagers. Bruce, full of spirit and confidence, quickly found himself caught in this world. His sharp tongue and fiery personality often led him into trouble, but his courage earned him respect. Bruce's early street fighting style. At this stage, Bruce wasn't yet a polished martial artist. His fighting style was wild, relying on speed, instinct, and determination rather than structure. He was smaller than many opponents but lightning fast, which allowed him to hold his own in street brawls. These real encounters taught him valuable lessons, what techniques worked in actual combat, and which ones failed under pressure. Family.